Hello students, welcome back to our science class. Take your textbook, volume 2, term 1, 4th standard, matter and materials. Take page number 95. What do you mean by material? The matter from which a thing is made is called material. Material is anything, isn't it? And everything in the universe, the world, is made up of matter. So, for example, chair. Chair is made of wood, plastic. And what about the eraser? It is made of rubber, yes. And candle, very good, it's made of wax. It will have different properties, isn't it? Some material may be hard, some material soft, some material silky, some material is easily stretchable. So now we are going to see about the properties of materials. Shall we get into it? The first property we are going to see is hard and soft material. Hard, just opposite for hard is soft, very good. Hard material, the material which cannot be easily cut, compressed, or we can't bend them. They are called hard materials. Can you name any one example for hard materials? Good. Brick is a best example for hard material. Steel and bone. And material which can easily compressed. We can cut them, we can bend them, we can stretch them. And they are called soft materials. A very good example is the clay. You are using to make a model, isn't it? So clay, foam are example of soft materials. The next property we are going to see is the shiny and dull material. You are attracted by a shiny materials, isn't it? If you are going to buy anything, it is very shiny, what will you do? There are two of the materials in front of you, or a ball, for example. One is shiny, one is dull. Which one you will pick? The shining one, yes. The material which reflect the light well are shiny materials. Example, gold, silver, stainless steel. And the material which do not reflect the light, they look so dull. So they are called as dull material. Candle, paper and jute bag. The next property is rough and smooth material. How can we identify rough and smooth? You can feel them, isn't it? With your skin you can feel them. Materials which have ups and downs. Listen carefully, ups and downs, somewhat roughy in their upper surface. They are called rough material. Example, bricks, rock and tire. And for smooth, which do not have ups and downs, they are very soft. You can feel them. They are soft materials. Example, silk cloth. You can go and touch your mother's silk sari. You can feel them. Silk cloth, mirror and tiles. The fourth property is flexibility and rigid material. Flexibility, you can stretch them. The materials which cannot be bent or stretched, they are called rigid materials. But the material which can be stretched and bent easily for stretching. Can anyone name the material which we can easily stretch? Very good. Rubber band, yes, superb. So rubber band is a beautiful example for flexible material, electric wires. And for rigid material, wooden scale, we cannot stretch them, isn't it? You can't do anything with the wooden scale. So in the properties, the last property we are going to see is the waterproof material. The name itself denotes it is associated with water. A material which do not allow the water to pass through them. Can anyone name a waterproof material? Very good. Plastic car, raincoat, umbrella, very good. And on the basis of the light to pass through them. The objects are divided into three categories: transparent object, translucent objects, and opaque objects. Transparent objects allow the light to pass through them. Take a glass, fill with a water. You can take a torchlight, switch on it. The light can pass through the glass water because the glass water is also transparent, pure water is also transparent, so light can easily pass through the next end. But in a translucent object, take a glass, add some oil. You can switch on the torch, you can blow the torch, but light somewhat they will pass, but the image is blur, not clear as a transparent image. So they are called as translucent image. And opaque, it is very simple. You need a torch and a wooden scale or wooden thing. You switch on the light and pass it to a wood. What will happen? It stops the light. It won't allow the light to pass through them. So they are opaque object. And the next topic is the reflection of light. Do you know what is a major source of light? In earlier classes you have learnt, isn't it? Sun. Very good. Sun is the major source of light. Nowadays we are using the other sources, man-made electrical lamps, bulbs, etc. The object that give off light are called light sources. Sun gives us light. Electric bulb gives us light. Very good. And the next topic is the reflection. Reflection is, you already seen in a transparent object. When a light can pass through it, or when light falls on a polished surface of an opaque material, it does not pass it. It reflects, it bounces back and reflects in an opposite side. So they are also reflection. And what do you mean by image? Image is nothing but when you are going to stand in front of a mirror. What will you observe? Yes, you are going to see your own face. The face that you are seeing on a mirror is called as image. So, the reflection are formed by light and they are called as image. So, students, hope you understood and enjoy this lesson. Try some of the activities given below and try to complete the book exercise on page number 101 and 102. Thank you.